We shall go and come back. Please.
My friend, let's get out of here. This. You gotta pray to some day. What is that? Can they accept a simple apology? What is there in accepting an apology? Do we have to beg any grave? Let's get out of here. Count me out.
Just move slowly. I'm coming whoever now. Why on earth did I come with this man here?
Delta.
Why? What going? Chill out real cool tonight, no?
Rastafarian.
Man, you're down, but I'm red. Why no? What going?
Can you use the shortest sentence ever made on earth to tell me the reason why you are here this afternoon?
Man, you know already now. I need some cards. I want some cards, you know.
You need some cards?
Yes, I need some cards.
You know, if you live here today, do not ever come back to this house because I do drugs no more.
What? You do drugs no more? Huh. Can you ever stay without drugs? No, me not think so. You can do without drugs. No, never.
You know, I have this weird feeling that you're just parading yourself as a Rastafarian in this neighborhood. Because if you are really a Rastafarian, you should be able to know what the Bible says.
Tell her, why him say?
Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes out from the mouth of God.
Rascal. Alright, watch it. That's a biblical way and a biblical injunction. It's okay, but you also need to know the scientific approach. Man shall not live without bread at all, unless he's dead. You don't know. So you need to survive, you know. Just give me a little cut, man. Just give me a little cut. So I go mash your head.
Use the door.
What? You want me to go?
And if you go, don't ever come back.
Alright, I will go. But are you aware that the next king is born? You already hear that? Say the next king is gone? You don't know.
No, come back, come again. Come again.
Yeah.
The next king is born. What does that mean?
Oh, now you know, sir. See, from this neighborhood, everyone knows my house. At the right time, you will come look for me. Then we shall know who I go away. Bumble word. That's clot. Get out, Babylon.
The next king is born. What does that mean?
Where is my father?
He's inside there. How is the next time?
She's fine. She sent her regards.
Your husband has been killed.
My what?
Your husband.
Majesty, listen to me. I don't have a husband. You hear me? This should be the last time you ever refer to that scumbag as my husband. Ever again. I'm sure that when you see my husband, you should be able to recognize him.
Yes, Your Highness.
I see the struggle, I see the land in misery. Like in the jungle, survival is just about that.
One thing you have failed to understand is that the woman is the mother of the man, and that the honors of nurture and togetherness rests on the woman.
Mother, I don't understand what you're saying.
It is wrong for you to make up your mind never to forgive a man that you have never heard his apology. It is never too late for an offender to turn a new leaf. He may ultimately prove to be a sucker, but as long as he is humble enough to apologize, forgive.
Mother, are you talking about Fidel?
I want you to be a mother and not a boss. Even among the poor and the downtrodden, be a mother and not a boss.
Mother, this is not going to be easy, I'm telling you. Mother! Mother!
But what is my mother's interest in this matter? Why is she trying to make a case for freedom?
Your Majesty, I left the other day because my friend who you commissioned as my witness when I nailed in the grave of the Queen Mother to make specific statements, he refused to nail with me in the grave. He called it necromancy, which he went further to define as the act of communicating with the dead. And he said that his pastor preaches against it. I came back, Your Majesty, because I am the one who is in the center of the storm. I want to have my wife back, and I came to seek your permission, sir. Do I have your permission to nail in the grave of the Queen Mother to make the specific statements alone, Your Majesty?
I oblige you.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
God.
Your Majesty?
Take this man to the grave of Queen Mother and watch him make some declarations. Let him make some specific statements.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
This is the grave of Queen Mother. She's so dear to the king, so he buried her here after her death.
My brother, I was there when the king instructed that you wash me as I make the specific statements. But I want to ask you for a favor because I know you are a man and that I know you will understand what I am saying. Please, could you give me privacy? I want to lay down in the grave and make the specific statements alone without interference from any others.
No, sir, I can't leave you here alone. Huh? It's against the laws of the land.
The Queen Mother of Goma Kingdom, I humble myself in your grave. According to the instruction from the king, I have come in your grave to make specific statements. You see this guard that is standing here beside me. I pleaded with him to grant me privacy so I can make these statements alone with you, and he refused. I don't know why he refused. He has become my witness. Your Majesty, I came to apologize over what I did in the past. I have realized that I am empty without my wife, and I come here this day to ask that I am permitted to go back with my wife, Your Majesty. I acted under the influence of drugs, heroin, and other banned substances. I have realized that I am nothing without my wife, and I vacated myself of all these actions. Please, Your Majesty, I ask for forgiveness. If you forgive me and allow me to go back with my wife, I promise that I am going to be the best husband on earth. I am not going to raise my hands again against my wife. I will be the best husband in the history of family value.
You pointed your gun at me. You
forced me to take drugs. You forced me to do the very things that I despise.
I have just told the Queen Mother how sorry I was over my actions. Please forgive me. Forget all the things I did. I acted under the influence of drugs. I don't do drugs again. Please follow me back to my house as my wife. And I promise you that I will be the best husband on earth. Please. It will not happen again. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I came to you because I know you don't talk anyhow. Could you please tell me what you meant when you told my friend Fidel that a new king was born?
A new king? I didn't say a new king. I said the next king. And you know, it doesn't mean the same thing.
A new king, next king, whatever. Just tell me what you meant.
You see, you don't really have to bother yourself because it has nothing to do with you.
No, look, Fidel is my friend. And what you told him is bothering him. So I have come to find out what exactly you meant by that.
He knows where to find me. When the time comes, he will definitely come forth. But you are being unnecessarily forward in this whole matter. And that's not good enough.
Hey, wait.
What? Wait for what?
Look, I can offer you money. You know I can offer you money. Just tell me, this new king you talked about, is he going to come from royalty or from outside royalty?
Me brethren, 80% of royalties on earth today were not royalties 200 years back. You know what the meaning of that is? It means it is never too late for one to become a royalty. I have seen the next king. Yes, but men that go back to their vomits are not natural leaders.
I'm sorry, Rastafarian, but you are digressing so fast and I must admit I'm getting lost. I'm lost.
The truth is that born leaders do not go back to their vomit easily. They can tolerate anything, even at the space of massive provocation. They preach peace, and they even die in the face of peace. Leaders do vomit, but it follows a process. But any man that goes back to his vomit is not a natural leader. And such man cannot be a king. That is it.
Would there be anything wrong if I ask you to move into the palace and live here with me? After all, you're my husband, and you're going to be the king after my father.
You know, Njideka, is it your father that told you that I'm going to be the king after him, or are you just saying this because you want to be the queen of this kingdom?
Fidel, you sound like you've forgotten that I am the head princess of this palace. My father has no son. Automatically that makes you the next king after my father. Your only competitor would have been Austin, but luckily for you, he's declared that he has no intentions whatsoever for the throne.
That's exciting. I'm excited, you know. But so far you've said nothing concerning your sister Neka, and I do sincerely wonder, do you have any form of problems with her or something?
No, of course not. Look, I would never have problems with Neka again. I mean, she's just proven to me that she could be like the best friend in the whole world. Which was the reason why I volunteered to immediately assume the responsibility of a mother when she put to bed. You know, she now has a bouncing baby boy.
But are you aware that the next king is born? You already hear that?
Really?
Nneka has a bouncing baby boy, and I didn't know anything about it?
Fidel, come on. You and I just reconciled like a few minutes ago. Okay, how were you supposed to know when you no longer come to the palace?
That's good. That's good, you know. May I have the address where they live in Asaba? Maybe tomorrow I have to go to Asaba to see mother and son.
That would be fantastic. I'm sure Neta will be very happy to have you.
I will be so excited to be there myself.
I'll give it to you. So good to have you back.
Lovely. Oh my God. Thank you. You sure know that the king is going to die soon? I know that much. You know, those of us that have traveled know the life expectancy in this country. And as far as the science of life expectancy is concerned, the king is living on the grace of God. I came to discuss with you because I know your spiritual worth in this kingdom. I know that you can do and undo. Ishoduza, I want to be the one that is sitting on the throne when the king drops dead. And you are the only one I trust to make that dream a reality.
You see, I can tell you immediately that I'm interested. the reason why I said that I can assist you, I will assist you, is because you said you know my worth in this kingdom and that I can do and undo. See, how much have you budgeted for this succession? And we get down to work immediately. You see, I tell you one thing. If the king refuses to die, we kill the king.
That's nice. I am super interested in that offer you just made. You see, let me tell you one thing, Shioduze. Money is not going to be a problem at all. Even if I run out of cash, I can always enter the next available flight, you know, fly down to Finland and raise money. Okay, let me tell you something I've never told anybody in this kingdom. I am the only African trusted to service the about to expire waste of the former First Lady of Finland. They trust me in Finland. They don't joke with me. You know, so once I run out of cash, I go back to Finland with a basket full of lies and money will be everywhere. Tell me exactly how much you want me to pay, and I will have this assurance that we are working together.
You will pay me 4 million naira and we get to work immediately.
Is it before or after?
50% before, 50% after.
4 million naira. Can we enter into a kind of oath of secrecy, you know, to ensure that this thing we are planning is only between you and I?
We don't need anything like oath. Ichie Odunze of Ugbema Kingdom is not a man that talks anyhow. You see? Pay the money and we go into business.
Okay. Okay, see, tomorrow I have this business very dear to my heart that I want to go to Asaba to handle. Something that is germinating need to be, you know, handled somehow. And when I come back, I will get you the money. Is that okay by you?
It's okay.
So I'll see you tomorrow.
Mark one thing. If this secret is had anywhere, it is from you. It can never be from me because this mouth doesn't reveal secrets.
Oh, settled.
Yes.
Settled.
I know you're missing Daddy. But it's gonna be home soon, okay? Just chill. A little bit. Oh God. What? Rest? What? You ain't that age in position. Oh, sorry, love. Sorry. Okay, I'll give you this.
Listening to a download start.
One second. Hold on. Hello?
Nikki, oh my God, I am so excited.
Oh my God. I can hear the excitement all over your voice.
Okay, just then, what happened?
Okay, now not only has Fidel and I made up, he's also accepted to move into the palace.
You think that's a wise idea?
Of course it is. I mean, that way we'll be closer to our father. And you know, I'm sure that company will really take care of his issues of loneliness and all that.
Well, I mean, it's fine if you think it's okay. I'm just thinking of what people are going to say. Men from our kingdom do not move into their wives' houses. It's always the other way around.
Oh, please, Neki, come on. I know all that already. But listen to this. Now, my husband is going to be the king of this land. So him coming to live in the palace is just going to give him the opportunity to learn everything about leadership of our land. I know what I'm doing, sweetheart.
Okay. As long as you're happy, sister, I am happy. Most importantly, in between my happiness, we have to do the right thing that fits royalty. That's all.
Don't worry, I know exactly what I'm doing. So now enough of all this talks about Fidel and the rest. What's up? How's the baby?
You would not believe it. The big man is right here in my hands. You know, this guy sucks on my breast like, I don't know. Well, him and his father, they're going to go for a competition on my breast. They're going to form my breast very seriously.
You know, actually, Fidel is coming to Asaba tomorrow. You know, he was very surprised when I told him that he had delivered a bouncing baby boy.
No, you're not serious. Are you sure? Oh, wait. Are you coming with him?
No, but I've given him the address anyway.
That's not fair. Well, it's okay. Don't worry. Just let him come, okay? The door is wide open for him, okay? And I'm waiting for him.
Oh, babes, thank you. You take care of that baby, okay? I'll talk to you later. I gotta go. Bye.
Thank you, sweetheart, okay? Bye.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have your time.
I know your conscience
Fidel, we were the first to meet the idea of becoming king to you.
Yes.
And now that you have started developing interest, you would have communicated us.
Is that not what I am doing? You know, that's the reason why I invited you here this night. I want you to contribute. Because the heavens we see may eventually fall. But I am going to be king in this land.
Fidel, my son, you need to be guided. This kingdom, Ubuema, has a king who is vibrant and relevant. How do we start discussing about the succession of the king when he is on the throne?
You know, Ishi Ugu and Ishi and Zamal, I can understand because two of you do not travel. You live in this kingdom and you have never opened up the internet to access the journals that are being published on the internet. I am telling you, based on the journal, based on the release of the United Nations, life expectancy in this country has dropped to abysmal 42 years. The man you are calling king is in his 50s. So based on the science of life expectancy, that man is existing. He is no longer living. So I want us to prepare for the unexpected because he can drop dead any moment from now.
Fidel, I'm no longer comfortable with this meeting at all.
Ishi and Zamal, and I'm asking you immediately, why are you no longer comfortable? If money is what is going to make you comfortable, you tell me, you open up to me, level up to me, and I'm going to give you plenty of money.
Do you know that the king is praying every morning in his palace?
Of course. The king is not the only one who prays in his house. Please, you know, Ishi and Zamal, I am going to be so disappointed if you tell me that you don't pray in your own house. Because here in my house, I pray every day. Most times I pray even up to 7 times in just one day.
If you like, pray up to 1,000 times. It depends on what you pray. Now listen, the king will every morning call our ancestors and ask them to take the lives of every man and woman that desires death. And this, of course, exactly what we are doing here.
Now, are you not beginning to see the reason why that man should close his eyes and die so fast? Why on earth would he pray that kind of prayers? Why? Now you tell me, Ishe Zamal, what have you gained as an individual since he became king?
Joe, tell Fidel that it is very wrong for men to gather in this kingdom just to discuss the king.
Ishe Zamal, I am not discussing the king.
But what?
I am telling you the truth that you can verify. I asked you a very private question. I want you to answer me sincerely. What have you gained as an individual since this very king emerged as king?
Fidel, this kingdom has gained peace more than any other kingdom in and around here.
Tell him!
Yes. And that is a big achievement recorded during his own reign. Although I may not have gained anything personally, but the kingdom has gained something.
Yes.
You see? So I don't think you are right to say we should continue looking on the king to die. No way.
You know, I am extremely disappointed that our elders are wallowing in this micro assessment of issues around them. Let us assess things using the macro assessment analysis. Break loose from this general assessment, this generalism. What have you gained as an individual? Yeah. Do you know that every other month the state government releases money to all the kingdoms in this state? They call it monthly allocation. Our king for years has been sitting on this money. Can you show me his business? Can you show me his company? Show me his fact. He has known. And that man is very rich, showing wealth all over the place. Where is the money coming from? The money is coming from the allocation that this kingdom receives from the state government. If I happen to be the king in this kingdom, I am going to place all the elders in the ruling class on fat monthly salary. Every month, as soon as the money comes from the state coffers, I am going to share the money among the ruling class. That is the only way you can legitimately call yourself men that are in the ruling class. You know, I want us to begin to articulate this way forward. It is a new dawn in this country. And I want us to begin to live in the reality of this time. Let us break loose from the past.
Fidel, thank you. Thank you.
You're going to become so much money so soon.
He doesn't understand.
He doesn't understand. Much I said, but very few are done.
You're going to become so much money so soon.
Father, I'm sorry, but I need you to tell me precisely what are your reasons. I mean, why have you refused to declare my husband the heir apparent to the throne? What exactly do you want him to do? What kind of humility do you want him to show you that he hasn't shown already? He left his good house, moved into the palace just to prove to you that he already sees himself as a part of this palace. What else do you want from him? Why haven't you declared him the heir apparent to the throne?
Chideka, you are sounding as if you suddenly have become tired of me and my existence. And sometimes I wonder if it's you. Or have you been possessed by something?
Father, look, nothing is possessing me. This is me. This is your daughter. This is Njideka, the princess. All I'm asking is for you to tell me exactly what is going on. What do you have in your mind? Who do you have in your mind? Who do you want to eventually declare as the heir apparent?
Njideka, I am still the king of Ubuema Kingdom. And every citizen of this land is wishing me to live, and even live forever. So why is it that it's my own daughter that is wishing me death?
Father, I am not wishing you death. All those people that go about telling you that you live and reign forever, all they are doing is repeating the same thing that you know is impossible. There is no way you can rule forever, Father. Eventually you will have to join your ancestors. So the best thing for you to do is to now declare who is going to be the heir apparent to the throne, which is my husband.
Njideka, I better get this into your head. I do not have such powers to say who will succeed me. The power rests on the ruling class of this kingdom, the kingmakers. They are the people who are going to appoint who rules after me. And you must wait until that time comes. It could be your husband, or even your sister's husband.
Father, I am the head princess of this palace. And as such, my husband is going to rule this land once you're gone. It is only appropriate that you go ahead and declare him the heir apparent. Now.
I am sorry, Njideka, but I will never, ever usurp the powers of the ruling class. Do I make myself clear? And get out of my sight. Get out! Leave!
Nigga, did you know I came all the way from Ubuema Kingdom just to come and see your child, your newborn baby? Are you telling me that you're not going to go in there and bring the baby for me to at least handle? Do you want me to go back to Ubuema without at least touching the baby?
Fidelis, sit down. Sit down. Look, you see, he's also your child, just like he is my child. But the doctor says that without the injection that he is supposed to take in the next 1 week, which is next week Tuesday, nobody can carry him. It's not like I want to hide my baby from you or anything. It's just medical terms.
Neka, I don't know the doctor that said that, but I can tell you authoritatively that he has no reason whatsoever to issue such instructions. I am a man of Ubuema, and we owe our existence to the great Ubuema River, which is acclaimed to be the cleanest river on earth. Neka, a man of Ubuema should be trusted to carry a child of Ubuema.
I agree with you totally. Have you forgotten that I am from the royal family and we make all these rules? Look, Fidelis, you have to understand that what we are facing right now is science, not tradition. Okay? And science does not agree with the fact that anybody who comes from where there's clean water must touch a child that has not been vaccinated. No, at least not my child. I will bring Izzy down to the village, and then everybody can touch him. But without a vaccination, even my father, the king, Igwe, would not touch my son. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Neka, you're not sorry. If you are really sorry, you would have allowed me to carry the baby. I came all the way from Ubuema to carry this baby. Listen to me. This is the very first time I am going to see a newborn baby, and I am not allowed to touch the baby. Neka, understand that I am a traveled man. I have lived in a lot of countries in Europe. And there is no way you can place me in the same sanitary level with your father, the king. That's insulting. Neka, that's insulting.
Fidelis, I am really grateful that you have mentioned the fact that you live in all these places around the world. Even those people that live these places, They don't let you touch your child until the child has been vaccinated. So, same thing we're saying. You know what? Please, I need to go and carry my Easy. He's been crying since. And you can continue with your beer. There's more in the fridge.
Bring some beer? Do you know the number of cartons of beer I have in my place? What is going on? Why is she not allowing me to touch the baby? What is going on?
My father has refused to issue the statement, and I am not finding it funny.
I'm sorry, Your Highness, but you don't have to blame the king.
Why can't I blame the king? Why shouldn't I blame the king, huh? I am the head princess of this palace. And in line with the custom and traditions of our people, my father is in a position to announce who is going to be king after him.
Don't be angry, Your Highness, but Austin stands a better chance than Fidel.
How dare you? How dare you stand in front of me and utter such arrant nonsense? And who are you in the first place, huh? What gives you the impetus, the audacity to think you can stand here and dabble into the affairs of this palace? Not to talk of deciding who rules or who doesn't.
I just begged you not to be angry. I'm only trying to teach you the traditions of this kingdom.
Teach me what nonsense tradition? Oh my God, I can't... Why am I even talking to this dumb squall? Oh, so now you don't believe that you know more than I do, right?
Your Highness, if you want to be queen of this kingdom someday, please settle down and marry another husband.
Now I know you're very mad. I should marry another husband. And what is wrong with the one I have?
Fidel vomited you and returned back to live with you in this palace. According to the laws of this kingdom, any man that returns to his vomits is automatically ruled out from the ruling class, not to talk of being a king.
Not today. I want you to get out of my presence and don't ever return.
You'll surely come back to me and I'll be at your side.
My son, will you get out of my sight? Get out before I cast you into the abyss. Get out of my sight. What rubbish.
Are you working hard? Very interesting. Directly from the governor. All the established kingdoms in the state should submit documents stating how the kings imagine their kingdoms and how their successions are implemented. The government wants to make a gazette on this to avoid constant kingship tussles that erupt in kingdoms often. The commissioner wants you to handle this.
Oh wow, that's quite a privilege, sir. Is it urgent, sir?
It's not. Call it work. Alright? I would advise you to send letters to all the established kingdoms calling for their submissions, and we'll pick it up from there.
Right away, sir.
I know you'll do a good job.
You know you can always count on me, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes.
I will, sir.
Your Majesty, we came to you because we know it will be very wrong if you hear it from outside.
Yes.
Our brother, that is Fidel Edigo, your son-in-law, is nursing the idea of succeeding you as king. We already told him that men do not talk about the issues of succession when the king is alive, active and relevant. But he doesn't seem to understand. So we decided to come and see you and tell you, before the land of Ubema will consume us for conspiracy against our king. That is why we came, Your Majesty. May you live forever.
Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. You people have done noble. I quite appreciate your coming. Let me quickly say here that I'm already aware of that dream of my son-in-law. As a matter of fact, my daughter Princess Njideka had approached me and told me to issue a statement to that effect. That is, to allow her husband to succeed me.
Aaron. It's a pity, Your Majesty, but did you do it?
If thou conceive, I am no longer the king of Ubema. I'm not a novice that will do such a thing. I did not. As a matter of fact, when she spoke, I listened to her, I looked at her. I said to myself that she wasn't talking for herself. She was obviously talking for someone. And I told her just that, and she felt disappointed and left.
Your Majesty, no matter how she felt, I must confess, I've never seen such a thing or had such since I was born. It is very strange. Strange?
Oh yes, strange. Strange is the word. I quite appreciate your coming. Like I said earlier, I quite appreciate. I want you people to go home and let posterity dictate what happens. Go. Still remain your king.
Someone told me that my husband will never be king of this land because he came back to me after we broke up. I find that quite amusing. So I've come to you because you're the only elder I trust. So I want you to tell me the truth. Will my husband ever rule this kingdom?
There is only one reason why your husband can be king and you win. And because you trust me.
Thank you. But that doesn't answer my question. I want to know, will my husband ever be king of this kingdom?
Can you keep secret?
Of course I can.
Can you swear on your kidney that no matter whatsoever your husband will do to you, that you will never reveal what I want to say to you now?
I swear I will never tell my husband anything.
Fidelity Go will never be king here. I have promised to make him king. See, but that is a fluke. He went back to his vomit, and that has completely disqualified him.
Any man that returns to his vomit is automatically ruled out from the ruling class, not to talk of being a king.
So what do I do? Because I want to be the queen.
Very simple. Ditch the madman and marry another man. That's the only way you can be queen in this kingdom.
But that will be difficult.
Difficult, you said, but not impossible. I see a woman who can fly and is ready to fly. You have to ditch the junks that will weigh you down from flying. Fidelity Go is a hell of junk. Ditch him, and I will be sure I'm working with you.
Thank you. I'll be on my way.
Look, I am not here to discuss Fidel or Ubema. No. I'm here to make inquiry about myself.
So, why you take me for? A soothsayer or what?
No, Rastafarian. I am not saying you're a soothsayer, but we all know you have something we do not have. You know, and you see beyond the physical.
It's a true thing. You know, the lady you say is married is suddenly looking for a husband all over the land. if you marry that lady, you will be remembered in Ugbema land as the best king they never had.
You are throwing me off balance, please. I don't understand. Could you clarify?
See, what may I say? The conspiracy against the conspirator is massive. Massive. You know, though I've not been able to see how it will end, but you have a greater chance. You have a better chance, even compared to him. So me know, sir.
Sorry, let me pick this call.
Alright.
Hello?
Hi, Brown. How are you? Okay, can I see you briefly this evening?
Is anything the matter?
Oh, no, nothing really. I just want us to talk.
Look, I know you're trying to save airtime. Will you please drop and then I'll call you back?
Oh, please, stop now. Don't insult me. Come on. Look, what I want us to talk about is not something we can talk over the phone. I need to, talk to you face to face.
Well, I'm not so free today. I would prefer tomorrow. But in any case, if I manage to squeeze out time, I'll give you a call.
Alright, Brown, now I will expect your call, okay?
Alright. Thank you very much. Thanks. That was Njideka.
Bumble
Fidel's wife. She wants us to meet. I don't know why.
You know, a time will come and you'll remember everything we talk about. A time will come, you will remember them. Don't forget.
You sure is it? What I have here is 1 million naira.
My upfront is 2 million naira.
Of course, I know it's 2 million naira, but this is 1 million naira I brought. I told you that I have business that I wanted to go and execute in Asaba. And I'm just coming back and I brought 1 million naira. I want you to understand that we are working together. You know, for me to bring 1 million naira actually means that I am very serious. I want you to see the seriousness.
Well, I will accept the money. But you have to promise me one thing.
What is that? I am ready to promise you anything.
It's not even a promise. You have to swear on your life that you will never tell your wife anything we have discussed here until we finish what we are doing.
You shouldn't say, if that is what you want me to promise, then it's nothing. Of course, I swear on my life already. This is my business. It has nothing to do with my wife. Why would I involve my wife in something that concerns me? I know what I am targeting. Nothing to do with my wife. You know, see the seriousness. I want us to work together.
Accepted. Bring the balance and we'll get down to work.
No problem. As soon as the banks open up tomorrow, I will get you your balance of 1 million.
Okay.
There's no problem with that. And when I come for fully, I'll collect my briefcase. Please understand what we are saying. Yeah. Baby, I am not so comfortable with the look. You can confide in me. What's the problem?
I was wrong.
Are you not confusing me the more? You are Princess Njideka, the head princess in the kingdom. You can't just be wrong. I don't understand what you mean by you are wrong.
You see, the men of Ugbema Kingdom do not move in with their wives. It's usually the other way around. The wives move in with their husbands. That's why I said that I was wrong asking you to move into the palace with me. And for that reason, I want you to go back home.
I got it. So, are you coming with me?
Sweetheart, I'm still thinking of what to do with myself. But for now, I'd like for you to go back home this night.
Can you just hear yourself?
Are you listening to yourself? You want me to leave this palace this night?
You know, I mean, you know the men and women of this town, all sorts of jobless gossips have been talking.
Of course I know. Men of this kingdom have been talking, they're talking a whole lot.
I'm glad you know that already. They've been talking all sorts of trash, saying what they don't even know. Look, you're going to be the king of this land. And for that reason, I don't want anyone to say anything that would tarnish your image. That's why I want you to go back to your house. If possible, bring all those your friends, you know, the kind of guys you like to hang around with, huh? Bring them over, make some noise. I need them very lousy people that have no jobs and are busy looking at us and talking. I want them to realize the fact that you're back home.
You know, for the simple fact that you just acknowledge that I'm going to be the next king in this land, whatever thing you've just said, you just settled. I'm going to take your advice as given. Go back to my place, make so much noise tomorrow. You know, I'm cool. Of course I will leave this stuff, but I want you to tell me something, my love. When are you moving over?
Sweetheart, come on. You know your house is my house. I can always move in anytime. But allow me to handle the home base. Let me take care of things for you and I. Just go home, take care of stuff, and wait for me.
Good. I'll be waiting. You know, with excitement, hoping we come back together, you know, to live as we used to live. In that case, I'm here my way.
Plan 1. Perfectly executed.
Hey, Siva, who is the crowd? Hey, Siva, who is the crowd? My heart is yearning for a happy day. When we shall ride.
You came in now and you're almost leaving immediately. Is anything the matter?
Listen, I have a powerful house in this land, and that is where I am going. Do you have any problem with that?
Are you living on your own, or will you ask to leave?
Listen, I have wined and dined with major mafias in Europe. I live anywhere when I want to live. Nobody can force me to live anywhere, and nobody can make me live anywhere. And that is the condition presently. Why do you ask?
I have this feeling that you're not going to return back to this palace. So I'll advise that you oblige your ass now that you have the opportunity.
Do you realize you're talking to the next king of this land? Listen to me. I am coming over to take over in this palace as the king. And when I take over as the king, people like you that have no respect for what ought to be respected should be thrown out. Are you listening to me? When I assume kingship in this land, men like you should be thrown into the zoo.
Siva, who is the crowd? Hey, Siva, who is the crowd? True love we find. The sun is shining.
Yes, Your Highness.
See that guy that just left here? I don't ever want to see him in this palace again. Don't let him in for any reason. Even if he tells you he wants to see my dad, no way. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Highness.
I don't want him into this palace again.
We will do our best, Your Highness.
Whatever you sow will you chase.
Why are you acting so nonchalant, as though you're not bothered? It's giving me great reason to worry, Lily.
Why are you worried?
But I just told you to feel like him.
Yes, baby, I heard you the first time. I called him, the phone didn't go through, and I sent a message to thank him.
Anyway, I don't know why this just came to my mind, but something tells me he's into James.
What is giving you that impression?
Well, when he came, he wasn't very easy. Naturally, I should just give it to him, but I didn't just go down with me in spirit, so I didn't. And he said a lot of things. He cursed. His actions and everything just showed me that he was here for something really bad, maybe to do some diabolic thing or something. I don't know.
Baby, see, let's not jump to conclusions. That's my son's uncle. If you try to carry him and you say no, he's going to be naturally upset. So maybe he said some things out of turn, but that's not enough to conclude him.
Well, do you know that this guy is scheming to become king after my father? Scheming.
I thought he's next in line for the throne. Why does he have to scheme?
The way he goes about talking about how he's going to be king when my father is still active and alive. Look, I just don't like the idea and the feelings that I have towards this man right now. He gives me the vibe like he wishes my father to die. And this is not a good feeling at all.
My dear, nobody can kill the king by merely wishing him dead. Your father is the king of this kingdom, master of all his surveys. Only God can take a man at his appointed time. Okay? Let alone a king. Stop worrying yourself, okay? Nothing will happen.
Njideka called. She said she's going to divorce Fidelis.
Why?
I didn't have any idea. She didn't give me her reasons why.
Well, Njideka must realize she's a first-rate princess of this country. Every decision she takes will have repercussions.
It's funny the way life just goes round. Njideka used to tell me never to do anything that would undermine royalty. But now, she does everything to undermine royalty.
This one comes with it.
Princess.
Yes, Father.
I understand that your husband left the palace this night with a parting promise to come back to continue as the king. And I summon you to find out the meaning of that statement. What does that mean?
Father, I'm sorry to tell you this, but Fidelitigo is no longer my husband. And as such, he can never rule this land.
I am the king of Ubwema land, but I still cannot comprehend what you mean. I don't understand you.
Father, princesses should have the best of men. I have come to realize that Fidel is not suitable for me. I mean, it's not one of those kind of men that can attain royalty through marriage. That's the reason I've decided to divorce him.
How can you be saying so many things that are not noble? I mean, you are the princess of this kingdom. You cannot just wake up to say that you no longer marry your husband. You cannot say that. What did he do?
Well, Father, Fidel is not a part of my future plan. So I figured out the best thing for me to do is to let him go, and on time.
What are these your future plans? Do they have anything to do with the throne?
Father, it's past your bedtime, and I'm sure you need some rest. So why don't you go in and have some? You see, I'm actually the one who sent him out this night, and it's out for good. I need me a man who can rule this land, and I will find him soon. And once I do that, I shall present him to you.
Well, Princess, I am the king of this kingdom. And I must tell you that most of your decisions are not noble. And women of this kingdom will no longer hold you as their role model. I don't know what future plans that you have, but I want to assure you, any princess that is very, very unstable with her ways can never secure a good future. So, go back to your chambers and have a good rest. We'll continue tomorrow.
Good night, Father.
Good night.
So, sweetheart, are you also going to write about our kingdom too?
I already dispatched all the messages and letters to the kingdoms by express delivery.
Well, that is strange, because I thought that because you're the son of the soul, you should be able to just rise straight up and submit it to the Honorable Commissioner.
Things are done slightly differently, especially in government. It's not done so. The government requires every kingdom to write in, state their criteria for choosing the king, and fill out the loopholes, especially the questions that government need to know. And I think this forms the basis of the Gazette, and that's how things are done. But I really don't understand the point of the question. Are you saying that you know how kings emerge from our kingdom?
Sweetheart, I know everything about my kingdom. But are you trying to tell me that you do not know anything about making a king from your village?
Well, not in that sense. Like I told you before, criteria must be met. For instance, well, to start with, any of the princes can emerge as king. And in the event there's no prince and just princesses, then any of the in-laws can also emerge as king, especially the ones that are married to the head princesses.
So, why didn't you just write what you already know and submit it straight to the Honorable Commissioner rather than write to our kingdom?
Well, it's not that simple. There are still loopholes that must be filled. Let's take, for instance, our immediate situation. Your grandfather was not king, and yet your father is king. That will raise eyebrows, and then those questions will have to be answered as well. And sometimes there's a prince that's to ascend the throne, but in the event the prince is morally bankrupt and is not fit to be king, that's another question to be answered. And in another situation altogether, the princesses could be married to husbands or in-laws that are completely, not within the royal circle, complete strangers. Then how can you appoint that kind of person as king? So these are some of the criteria. Loopholes, if you like, that government insists must be filled before a king can emerge. That's the basis for all the letters.
I used to think I know the kingdom so well. Maybe that's why God made me a girl, not a boy. Because everything is way too complicated for me.
Apparently you don't. After all,
No! Sweetie, okay, just eat some more, okay?
I don't know, seriously. I wasn't that hungry. I just came to make you happy. Baby, come on. Alright, just put it down. Go back to your seat.
Princess, look, I'm surprised you ushered me into your room.
And why are you dressed like this? I mean, you're a princess and you're not supposed to be singing stuff like this.
Really?
Yeah.
Anyway, I called you in here to see if you could appreciate the woman in me.
What do you mean, appreciate the woman in you?
You remember that December, I first ran into you guys, you and your friend.
Yeah.
Now your friend was now the one on the fast track, and you backed down. But of course I still had noticed the fact that you were attracted to me.
just as I was to you.
Princess, look, please simplify this for me. Make it easier for me to understand.
What if I told you that your friend, Fidel, would never get to rule this land? That's the singular reason why I need you. You know, I need us to get together, and you'll be the king and I the queen, and we rule together. Exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, I appreciate the fact that you consider me worthy enough to be king, but what makes you think I have the resources to marry a princess?
Oh, please, don't be ridiculous. Why am I here? Look, don't let that bother you. I'm the one handling everything. I'll take care of everything from start to finish.
Look, I can't accept your offer because you're still married to Fidel, my friend.
Oh, please, come on. Marriage is in the mind and in the head. And as we speak, there is no such marriage in this girl's mind. If you may interest you to know, I already have told my dad that I'm giving Fidel a divorce. That's why I want you. And I'm sure you won't turn me down.
Okay, look, fine. I feel great. I feel great you're telling me all this, but you know what? I don't want to make any hasty decision. You have to give me some time to really go back and think about this, please. Yeah, I know what to do.
Come here, Brown. I understand your fear, but you don't have to be. Okay? Now I gather that your car has been down for some time and you've not had money to fix it.
No, don't tell me you've been wondering.
You can have mine. Just go with it. I can use any other one in Alice.
No, look, sorry, no, I'll go on my own and then I'll think about it and then I'll get back to you. No harm intended, please. Yeah. Okay, yeah. See you.
Oh.
The letter is saying that the matter is very, very urgent and that we must make our position clear to the government. So, it is right and proper that we are all here to decide what we should send to the government. What do we tell them?
Your Majesty, I think the best thing we have to do is to write them back and tell them that the succession to the throne does not follow any thoroughly established pattern in Uboma Kingdom.
Well, sorry, Ichio Anyenze, that would send a wrong signal. See, the commissioner may think that we are not united, and it is not right to send such a signal to the government.
That's true.
But I think it is better for us to say what is right, what is realistic, than to present wrong information. As you sit on the throne today, you cannot tell me that you know how it happened. You were not born a king, and your father was not one. royalty was bestowed on you suddenly because we are different from other kingdoms.
Wait. Hold it there. Ichionyenze, are you insinuating that the kingship is going to live here if I die? Is that what you mean?
Well, it's not within my powers to answer. But what I know is that succession does not follow any known pattern here. The same situation that gave you the opportunity to be king may repeat itself, and someone will become king. Your Majesty, this is truth, and I want us to tell the government the truth.
You know, Ishioduze, I was coming with mixed feeling. You know, I was thinking you will be part of the meeting called in the palace by the king.
I'm no more part of the ruling class. They conspired and begged me. I'm now a one-man riot squad. I'm going to destroy this kingdom.
Ishioduze, I don't understand what you mean by you will destroy the kingdom. Ishioduze, we are scheming. We are spending money because I want to rule as king in this kingdom. If you destroy this kingdom, which kingdom am I going to rule? I don't understand.
This kingdom has not decayed. And that's why it has not germinated. And that's why we have no growth. I want you to rule a kingdom where growth will be noticed and will be rampant in every department. I'll do it for you. I'll destroy this kingdom and a new kingdom will emerge.
Do you think that is necessary? Is it possible?
Pay me the money we talked about, and I will unleash confusion in this land. Others can continue meeting, but I'll make sure there's confusion, that every man will doubt virtually everything.
I think I like that. I like that man doubting everything. I am interested. You know, I always trust you to deliver. I know you will always deliver.
I will deliver. I will.
In that case, I will have to give you the balance. This is the balance, 1 million naira that I told you I will bring as soon as the banks open.
That's good.
The balance of 2 million naira.
Okay.
To make up the complete money we agreed will be paid when I see myself sitting as king of Ubema.
You have fulfilled your own part of the agreement. Leave me to fulfill my own.
No problem. I trust you.
King Fidel.
I now beg to take my leave. Remember, the second is the truth.
No problem. You are going to be there. You are there already. Fidel, you are there already.
You know, academicians, they came up with what they call forms of government. Students and scholars are forced to learn these forms of government, and academicians set exams forcing them to give back to them what they taught them or what they gave them. I disagree with academicians on this issue of forms of government. You know, we can only have two forms of government. These two forms of government, they are the popular government, and the second, the unpopular government. There is nothing in the middle. Nothing.
I don't understand this lecture. I mean, what has it got to do with what we're saying?
You might be able to marry the princess and be the king, but that will be an unpopular, one-sided king, and you will continually you will beg for loyalty. The choice is yours.
No one wants to be unpopular.
Well, you might become very rich. You might become very, very rich, because the queen mother left a fortune, and only the head princess has access to this fortune. She might also decide to unleash her wealth, unleash this fortune on you. But I promise you this: Even in the midst of plenty, you shall be in anguish, continually begging for dust to come every day, and you will know no sleep. You shall not see sleep.
In that case, that's an open grave, and I'm not going to enter an open grave.
And you can say that again anyway. But you know, a lot of men are there praying for this opportunity. They will take it up. They will want to marry her because of her money.
Well, that's their business. You said you're not a soothsayer, but you have proven to be more than a soothsayer.
My brethren. It's all good.
Thanks a lot. You know,
it's all good.
I'll see you soon.
Same time.
All right. Take care.
Blessed.
Bye.
Blessed.
I am not going to dismiss Ichi Onyenze as most people here did. The reason is because I am the son of my father, and I know when someone is telling the truth. The kingdom does not have a clearly defined method of succession in the kingship. We should write to government and tell them so. Significantly, the letter we are discussing here was signed by our own Augustine Ozeme on behalf of the Honorable Commissioner. Therefore, we should write him personally and ask him to tell the Commissioner to leave us alone.
Hold it. Are you sure that this letter was signed by our own Austin Ozeme?
Exactly.
Let me look at it again.
I know his signature very well.
Your Majesty, I think we should tell the Commissioner that the ruling class of Uboma is saddled with the responsibility of deciding who becomes king. They do this because they are the kingmakers in Uboma, and that is done when there is no king. And as we all know that we still have a king in Uboma, it remains a huge abnormality for us to discuss even the succession. I think this is my humble submission.
At least I support you in this one. That's true, Ichi Onyenze. You are in order. That's all right.
That we should do.
All right. Why are you doing this? You know, why are you behaving as if you don't know me? I want to see my wife.
Can you call her on phone and ask her to give me specific instruction?
I don't understand. Why are you acting as if you don't know me? My name is Fidelis Ugonabo. Njideka is my wife, the head princess. And I want to see her. You know, why are you doing everything to make me angry? Why are you trying to provoke me?
Do you remember what I told you the last time you were leaving this palace?
What did you say?
I told you that you might not be able to come back to this palace again. And even pleaded with you to oblige your eyes because you had the opportunity to do that then. Have you forgotten?
By whose order am I barred from entering the palace?
The highest weapon you can unleash is a gun. But I need not remind you that we gods that watch over the palace of Ubema drink gunpowder as tea. Now, the next time you knock on these gates or blast the horn of your car again, I will show you why I am the chief god of this kingdom.
Why are they talking tough? Why is everybody going crazy?
Look, Njideka, as I didn't pick your call, I expected you to know I didn't want to see you.
Brown, I don't understand. I mean, it's been 7 days since we last discussed, and you've not been able to come forward with anything. I think it's only natural for me to come to you to find out what really is the problem. What's going on?
I don't want to go into all that.
What are you trying to do? Are you trying to turn your back on me after I gave my heart to you?
Look, it actually goes beyond what you think.
Okay, so tell me. You can confide in me. Why can't you open up and tell me what the problem is? What is the matter? Sweetheart, come on. Do you even know? Do you have any idea what I could give to you? What you stand to gain? If you just do this little one favor for me, huh? Do you know?
Angelica, look, there's a problem. I was with Fidel yesterday and he still sees you as his wife.
Oh, please. Please, I thought you were going to say something else. I mean, come on. Can you ever just stop? What is this Fidel every time? When are you ever going to start thinking about yourself? For Christ's sake, Fidel was a mistake. A big one, okay? I'm just human. I mean, and I don't even believe that it's too late for me to ever make amends over any kind of mistake I made in the past. It's about you and I now. Come on.
You know what, Njide? Could you please do me one favor? You know, one little favor. You go back to the palace. I'll meet you soon.
I need you to give me your word on that.
I will try. Yeah, I'll come.
Sweet. You know something? I will get the royal cook to make you something very delicious.
No. If you want me to eat, then you have to prepare the food yourself.
Done. Okay, for once I will do that.
Right.
I'll make you something really nice. But just don't stand me up.
No, I won't. I'll come. I'll give you my word.
That's sweet. Well, I guess I should let you be. Go home and allow you to have a beautiful day.
Yeah, you have a nice day too.
I will.
My regards to the throne.
You got it. Take care of yourself. I'll talk to you.
You too.
Later. Bye.
Bye.
Yes, Your Majesty. Good afternoon.
I just read a letter from the Honorable Commissioner and was surprised to note that you were the one who signed the letter.
Well, why are you surprised, sir? I work in the office of the Honorable Commissioner.
I have just been informed. Well, I am calling in connection with what the Honorable Commissioner wants us to present. You see, in Ubema Kingdom here, we do not have a laid-down succession pattern for kingship. Yes, what happens is that when the king is dead, the kingmakers gather to appoint a new king. That can be selected from the existing royalty or even from outside.
Then how does one become a member of this body of kingmakers?
Yes, we have families that must have representatives in the body. We call them core members, and they reserve the right to admit new members. Yes, and the important thing here is that no one becomes a king except if approved by this body of kingmakers.
Then, Your Majesty, I think what is required is that if these details can be documented and sent to us, in every respect, I think that should suffice for government to see it as a representation of the essence of how our kingdom come into successions.
Would that just be okay for the government?
Well, with every measure of humility, I work in government. I think that should suffice. I think it also rests on us to see that our kingdom is ably represented, and that should not be a problem.
Okay, that will be fine. That will be fine. How are my daughter and your son? How are they doing?
They're doing wonderfully, sir.
All right. Please, before the week runs out, I'm going to send in the letter, okay? Meanwhile, my regards to my grandson, especially, and my daughter.
Will do, Your Majesty. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you very much. Bye. Austin. Well, we'll see how it goes.
I look into your face, I see someone who is panicking. Calm down. Do your best to get another man as husband. You will be sure that you are going to rule with him when your father lies in death.
I can assure you that I'm working on it. And I think what we should concern ourselves with is the fact that you no longer come to the palace. And I have been reliably informed that you have been barred from the body of the kingmakers. So now what I wonder about is, how do you think you can fulfill your promise to me when you no longer belong to that body?
Show me that man everybody is afraid of, and I show you the man who can do the unthinkable. Throw the bone outside and leave the dog to contend with the evil spirit that may be equally interested in that same bone.
I don't understand.
Open up to me. If you're having problem in getting someone, then I'll give you something that will help you get a man, make it possible.
Okay. Are you trying to tell me that you want to give me something diabolic to get a man?
You'll be surprised when told what men and women in authority do to get up there. Open up to me. If you're having problem, then I'll help you make it easy. Yes. Yes. It's possible.
You see, Rastafarian, I brought you here because I want us to talk like men. This is money. I want you to look at this money. I'm giving it to you. And if this money is not enough, I want you to say so, and I will increase it. You know, I want you to throw more light concerning this revelation that you gave on the next king. I want to know his exact location. Is he in the palace or outside the palace?
See, what you take me for? Money hunger, brethren, or something? See, for the fact that you're offering me money to speak already makes it impossible for me to speak. You know, me not one of those brethren them that keep all their minds in money. Me not a man of silver and gold. Get you know so.
Sorry, I'm so sorry about the money. But as you can see, I have already withdrawn the money. Please, I want you to give me the information that I seek on the location of this next king.
You know, you still have the illusion that me are one of those brethren them, especially the sadist we get paralyzed from the charm we imbibe within money. But you know, think about that. See, for the facts him collect money from you, me go never ever do the same thing. Never.
No, but never. I have already apologized. Sorry. The money has already been thrown inside the car, and
so
it can never come out again. You know, I understand that you want to give me the information free of charge. Please, can you throw more light on this? Can you throw more light on where is this next king?
You see,
tell me where I can find him.
You know, me understand what exactly you want. The only reason you want to know the exact location of the king is because you want to murder him. You want to murder the king and go into the history, the book of records, as the only man who successfully carried out a regicide in Ugbema Kingdom. But the fact is this, let me ask you something. If an ordinary palace guard could scare you away, even with a loaded gun, what make you think you can kill a king? But I don't think so.
You know, Rastafarian, wait, no verse. But in as much as I am not going to accept what you are saying, that I have planned or that I am planning to execute a regicide in this kingdom, I want you to dwell on the subject we are discussing.
This next king, are you telling me specifically that he is in the palace as we speak now?
The only thing I have to tell you is the conspiracy against the conspirator is so massive, massive. And the only way forward is for you to shelve the idea.
Shelve which idea?
The idea of you being a king in Uboma Kingdom. Never. You know, the only link you have with royalty is looking for it elsewhere. Because in as much as you are not hooked to that link, you will forever, ever remain a stranger upon this kingdom. A stranger on the palace. You know so? You don't know. Rascal.
I keep on doing Maridiva. Which kind of nonsense Rastafarian is this?
Fidel is back at the gate. He insists he wants to see you.
Why am I barred from coming into the palace?
Go back to your house and wait for my call.
That has not managed to answer my question at all. Why have you not returned back to my house as we agreed, and why are you not picking my calls?
Fidel, do I need to remind you that I do not owe you anything? Now get back to your house, wait for my call, or just get lost.
Njideka, am I the one you are talking to? Do you realize you are talking to Fidel here? Listen, Njideka, I spent a whopping 4 million naira marrying you according to the cultural laws of this land. Have you forgotten so suddenly the lavish party we threw where men and women of this kingdom were eating along the streets of the kingdom? Why are you talking to me like that? What's the matter with you, Njideka?
4 million naira, right? Wait at the gate. A guard is coming to meet you. Do not move.
What's going on? What's happening here?
She has decided to buy her freedom back.
I don't understand. Why are you giving me a check?
This is a certified check of 5 million naira. It covers all you spent during her marriage. She asked you to leave this place and never you come back again.
You know, lately, when I look into your face, I have this feeling that you are the person that is engineering all this conspiracy. Are you the one?
I don't know what conspiracy you're talking about. All I know is that you were trying to run faster than your shadow. And a lady just proved to you that a man can never be greater than his God. Take your check and leave when you're ready.
God. Where did I hire this man from?
There are doors. There are open doors. I see no immediate danger using these doors. Why are you using the windows when there are doors?
Mother, I don't understand.
It is possible for people to use the windows instead of doors. But tell me, Njideka, is it right? Do you really think everything possible is actually right?
Mother, you're putting me on a spot. I've never used any window in my life. Mother, you know me. I used to be a disciplinary prefect back in the days of...
Your concern as the head princess of this kingdom is not the possibility of the action, but the validity. Don't ever think of making any move if you're not sure of where you're going.
Mother, did you see my mom?
Your mother? I didn't see anyone. Well, actually...
No, she just walked in through this door, the same door you just came out from.
Well, I actually came to tell you that he didn't take the check along with him.
No,
he drops it there.
I mean, you did not see my mother?
I didn't see anyone.
You did...
The mind is evil, the wicked finds no resting place. You shall afraid me, whatever you sow will you chase. Hey, I say, Bam, I know your conscience never lies. Hey, I say, Bam, I know your heart will surely find the rightful man to take us to the promised land.
What exactly did she tell you?
Is there any way we can ban her and stop her from ever coming out?
Your Highness, I would strongly advise that you don't think of chaining or even caging the Queen Mother. She's an epitome of peace and good governance. Besides, the women of this great kingdom still celebrate her because of her unprecedented ability to proffer solutions to problems. If you do so, everything and everyone in this kingdom will turn against you. And I don't want that to happen.
But she still reasons like one who lives in the dark. I need to tell her to stop.
Well, I can discuss any woman on earth, dead or alive. But I can't discuss the Queen Mother. She is more than a woman. Abide by everything she tells you, and I'm sure there will be peace.
Tell me about your background.
I am a man from this kingdom. Is that not what you want to hear?
Never mind. Excuse me.
My own wife is now asking my friend to marry her.
I can't believe it myself. You know, Rastafarian told me about it. Yes, he did. But I didn't believe him. Not until your wife called me on the phone and said she wanted to see me, and we met, and then she started saying,
No. Hold it there. But dear, she called you on phone, and then you went there. Why didn't you tell me about it?
Wait, Fidel. I wouldn't want to believe you're reading meaning into this.
I am not reading meaning or meanings into it, because I know the meaning already. You, Bran, you. Look at your face. You are looking as an idiot. Just look at your face as you are looking like an idiot. You are lusting after my wife.
What? I beg your pardon?
Oh my God. You don't have to beg me for the pardon. Don't beg for the pardon, because you will never get the pardon. I will never pardon you. Don't beg for it. You are part of the problems I have in this kingdom. You.
Fidel, wait. I want to get it right. Are you accusing me of lusting after your wife because I told you the truth?
Which nonsense truth are you telling me? Which nonsense truth are you telling me?
My own wife that I married with my own money. You were the witness, you were there. Idiot, you were there. She called you on phone and invited you over. And you went there. Without telling me. Without telling me you went there to see my wife. You are part of the myriads of problems I have in this kingdom. I've just confirmed that. Jeez! Fidel, look, I am totally disappointed in you. You are an idiot. How could you even begin to imagine that I would lust after your wife? Why? How? Yeah. Now listen to me. Delete my name from the number of friends you have. Is deleted already? And if I ever come to you in any way to ask of assistance in whatever form, call me a bastard. God! I am never going to wait until you call me to know that you're already a bastard. You're already a bastard. Which kind of, why am I so lucky? Which kind of friends am I having? Look at this idiot that I called my friend. My wife called him a phone. I said come, and she went there. Idiot went there. Could you put my wife? Could you put my wife thoroughly? Idiot. She's my friend. Why am I so lucky now?
She said I'm using windows instead of doors. I don't understand what it means.
My princess, the genesis of your problem is your hatred for the poor and the downtrodden. And I'm sure that is what influenced your decision to marry Fidel, who is now a typical example of a wrong husband. If you had taken after the steps of your younger sister, that is, believe that every man was created by God, you would have averted this problem. I have to leave you.
Hello.
Yeah, look, Fidel went back to the palace gate to pick the check you gave him and he refused to take. And I think he wants to cash that check tomorrow, so I'm calling to let you know you could cancel it if you want.
Fidel's entrance into my life is actually the reason why I'm going through all that I'm going through. Let him cash the check and leave me alone.
Alright, I just felt I should let you know about it.
Wait.
Yeah, what's the matter? Is everything alright?
You can still see me today if you want.
Okay, I'll call you back.
Is there anything I can do for you, my princess?
Why are you allowing me to search for her? Why don't you be the man?
I don't understand what you're talking about, my princess.
Nadozie, you've lived in this palace all your adult life. And I can say I trust you. You know all the palace secrets. I just think that it's only natural that we begin to agree.
Thank you for the compliment, my princess, but you're getting me confused. I don't understand. I don't know where this is leading to.
I'm now seeing you as Nadozie. I no longer see you as a poor god. I have come to realize that all men are equal. Every man created by God is. And then you don't have to discriminate. Nadozie, I'm asking you to be my man. And I promise that I vowed that I'll give you my loyalty. I'll accord you with all the respect that any man should be accorded. Just be my man.
Where is the location of that very miserable child who is born the next king? He is part of the too many problems I have. And now I am solving my problems one by one.
I am not going to talk because of this hard matter in your God-forsaken hand. I am going to speak because of Jah. Because you can kill the body, but you can never take away the spirit. You cannot kill the soul.
I'm so sorry about the weapon. Now please, can you talk to me because of Jah? Where is the location of this child who is born the next king, please?
When I said next king, I did not say a new baby king. If you had killed that child that you visited, you would have killed an innocent child.
I don't understand. What are you saying?
The next king shares the same birth date with the child, 19th October. So if you can get someone very close to the king, very, very close to the king, that shares that birth date, born several years ago, then you have seen the next king.
Rastafarian, as you know, I was born several years ago.
Oh yes.
And I know my birthday. It is not 19th October at all. Are you saying by way of conclusive conclusion that I am not ever going to be king?
You will never be the king. You will never sit on that throne. You will never, ever be the king in this kingdom, Ugbome kingdom. Never!
Says who?
Your concern as the head princess of this kingdom is not the possibility of the action, but the validity. Don't ever think of making any move if you're not sure of where you're going to.
My father used to say something. That you should never make a move unless you know where you're going. The move you made with Fidel is not of this pattern, and that is why it ended in sorrow and frustration. Are you sure the move you're now trying to make is the right one?
What you said your father used to say to you, it's about the same thing with the things my mother said to me when she appeared to me. Do you think you could be the ideal man for me?
When I look at your face, I see a noble woman. You are a great woman, but your greatness has been caged by the God of the poor. Use me as the door, and you won't have a reason to use the window.
You're just sounding weird. I mean, you're talking weird, Nadozi. These are the same things that my mother said to me. What do you mean by the window? And why would you think that you could be the door?
I don't know for how long you've nurtured this idea and why you're just voicing it out. But the truth is that I will never let you down. Never.
Nadozi, please have me tell the cook to make me a hot plate of pepper soup.
Okay.
No, never mind. I'll get it myself.
No, don't worry. I'll ask her to do it and serve it with urgency.
No. Look, I don't know what is happening to me. I just don't know what is going on. I can't even look you in the face, not to talk of sending you on errands.
don't know. It's just so confusing.
Please don't point that gun at me. I'm not part of the politics of this kingdom. Please, I'm just an ordinary catechist.
Yeah, an ordinary cactus. I know, and that's why I'm here. Now, can you open your very cursed mouth and tell me the birthday of all the members of the ruling class? I want you to tell me their birthday, one after the other.
Are you not asking the impossible? I cannot have the correct records of all the cabinet members of this kingdom. I don't have it. I don't.
And can you tell me the exact member of that ruling class that was born on the 19th day of October?
Please, I have to check the records at the church office. The information you seek is not something anyone can have of head. Please, you have to come tomorrow. I will give you the list of all the men born on 19th October. Please.
Now, I take that as a promise. And every promise made is a death. This meeting is confidential. It's between you and I. Under no circumstances must you disclose this meeting to anybody. If you tell anybody that I came here this night to point a gun at you, you are dead. What did I say?
I am dead.
Very dead. A very dead idiot.
Good morning to you, Princess Njideka of Ubema Kingdom.
Oh, good morning. I overslept, right?
Well, I actually asked the cook to prepare your favorite and came to announce to you that breakfast is served.
Wow. Wow, that's so romantic. Where did you learn that from? You know, no man has actually ever invited me to breakfast from bed before.
May I have the honor of leading you to the royal dining table?
That's so sweet. Okay, just give me a few minutes. Let me clean up. I hope you don't mind.
As it pleases you. I'm not bothered at all.
Oh, God. You're so unique. You're so different. I mean, I'm surprised I didn't notice all those qualities in you all this while we've lived together in this palace. You know what I think? I think you have the finest qualities that could make you a wonderful leader.
Really? Thank you very much. I'm waiting.
Okay.
As you can see, I came without a gun. And that's because I want us to talk like friends. Could you please give me the list of the bastards?
Only one man is registered on 19th October. His name is Okafo Ugezu Omwaseze, but he died in 1994.
He died. Now listen to me, I am not looking for that man who died 1994, who I presume is somewhere. Rest in peace. I am looking for the one who is about to hijack the throne. What am I doing with a dead man?
Are we dead people?
Maybe the fellow is not a Catholic. I don't have any other name registered against 19th October.
Now, can you swear on your life that you checked every available record in your so-called church office and you didn't see the name I'm looking for?
I did everything. I checked all through the files. None existing. I swear. But we are not supposed to swear.
You shut up. You shut your very customer, idiot. Shut up!
Elders of our land, I summoned this meeting because something came up in the palace. And I said I should inform you people. My daughter, head princess Njideka, has divorced her husband, Fidel Idigo. I said I should inform you people.
Hey, I am not surprised with the news, Your Majesty. Fidel Idigo is not credible, and he has never been credible. I am surprised as to how he even managed to win the love of the princess. I don't think this should bother you, Your Highness. The head princess of this kingdom deserves a man who can stand anywhere, and the men of Iboma will be proud to say this man is of our land.
Now let me ask you this. Doesn't Adozie, the chief guard of Ubema Kingdom, does he in any way get close to this man you are describing to the council? I mean, can he fit into that?
Nnadozie, the son of Nnadozie Okeke, is a noble man of Ubema. Countless number of times he has risked his life for this kingdom, and there is nobody in this kingdom that can speak evil of him. I mean Nnadozie. But Your Highness, why did you mention Nnadozie?
Yes, I mentioned Nnadozie because my daughter Njideka says he's the only man that appeals to her. In fact, she said categorically that he's the only man that she wants to marry. Is Nnadozie fit to wear the cap? I mean, can he marry the princess?
He's man enough.
Your Majesty, we have to invite Nnadozie to be sure that he is ready for the princess, because we cannot satisfy her exuberance by giving her out to a man who would not treat her as reality. So I suggest that we invite Nnadozie to be sure that he is ready to marry the princess. And
I have confirmed from the highest authority in this kingdom, and I can tell you authoritatively that the only man born 19th October died 1994. So I came to you, Rastafarian, to please do me one favor. Can you tell me the location of this next king that you have been talking about? I want to go and see him. I want to go and pay him homage.
Hold on. You know, you are missing your point. The woman who paid you is now the wife of the next king of Ubema Kingdom. And so it goes on.
Wait. Are you telling me that Njideka is not married?
You know, if I were to be you, the first thing I would do is to retrieve the money. The money paid to that sadist, now paralyzed. You can never be the king. Never. Because I don't know why you allow yourself to be taken over by an celebrated fraudster upon the neighborhood and grow fat on you and feed fat on you. I mean the uncelebrated fraudster.
May I just know this person that you are calling a fraudster?
You know what? anytime you speak, you cut across like somebody who doesn't understand anything. Anything at all. You know, you allow yourself to be defrauded by uncelebrated fraudsters. Yet, you call yourself a well-traveled, well-cultured, well-groomed, well-educated, well-whatever. Me see it as a very big contrast. A very big contrast. Besides, you can never be the king. You can never be the king of my kingdom. Never.
Do you know, if not for just one thing.
What?
And I know you know what. You would have been a dead man.
Run away, Bumble boy. Not it. Me no fear those of them. Those of them that kill the body and they can't touch the soul. Jah Rastafari got eye 24 days a week. You don't know nothing. Bumble world. Get out of place.
You sure do that? Do you know why I brought you to this godforsaken place?
No, no, I don't know.
You don't know? Where is the money I gave you?
Which money? I'm still working. You are the king. Yes, you are still going to be the king. In fact, you are the king. You are the king.
Do I look like a fool to you or something?
No. Far from that, no.
I understand you are a local fraudster.
No.
And you think you can feed fat on me?
No, I'm not.
Are you not the sadist that got paralyzed in your hand by the charm you bought with your own money?
So just a little mistake.
Listen to me, and
hey,
listen to me. You shut up your mouth.
Let me explain.
When you wake up in debt,
let me explain.
You learn to stay away from those that ought to be stayed away from. Idiot. You think you can feed fat on me?
You know, it actually took me time to realize that all men are equal and that people in authority should actually never look down on others. Nadozie is simply the man that I'm most delighted that I married. He's just one person.
I think there's trouble.
What? What happened?
It's right down. There's trouble. Please come.
Asked me of Nadozie, and before I could finish telling him that he had not come back from the errand he sent him on, he just fell down and collapsed.
Daddy, don't do that. Daddy, what happened? Daddy, talk to me. What is it? Please, what is wrong with me? Please, tell me it's fine. No, what is it? What is wrong with me? Please tell me. What is it? No, don't say that! No!
As we all know, the tradition of Ubema has to be followed. Under normal circumstances, we will have crowned whoever is your husband king ahead of your sister's husband. But we have precedent. Your sister is already a mother of a man of Ubema. That placed her husband in a good position to become king. Do you have any objections to that?
Elders, I greet you all. I think most importantly, what is my major source of happiness today is the fact that I actually got married to someone who I love and who loves me back. I really do not care. I mean, it doesn't bother me much whoever ends up ascending the throne, as long as I have the love of my life. Thank you very much, my elders.
That's it. That's it. The voice of the princess. Whoever land is surely a land of peace.
Of course.
Austin, it is your right. Step forward.
My son, I am talking to you because I know you are a man. But what I'm about telling you must be seen as sacred. And as such, I expect that you keep it very secret. I don't even wish that you tell any of my daughters what I'm about telling you, because it will cause problems, which is what I don't want. Promise me that you will keep that secret and continue to be a man that you are.
Your Majesty, I am your obedient son, and whatever you want me to do, I promise you it is done.
That's very good. Thank you very much. See, the fact that you are married to one of my daughters has qualified you to become a king in this kingdom. And a time will come when they will offer you kingship on a platter of gold. But I plead with you, do not accept that. Please.
Your Majesty, forgive my boldness, but why? This is the opportunity that will lift me from grass to grace. I'll be a reference point in this land that a man with nothing can rise up to be the leader of men.
See, my daughter, Njideka, the hair princess, she will soon get married. And the man that she will marry will ultimately become a rallying point that poor men can rise and become the leader of all men. Lend him all your support, and I can assure you that you will continue to be blessed. You will never lack anything.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I must refuse this privilege. I have to. I beg the Council of Elders to forgive me. But the wise man once told me that I should leave my support and my love to another that's far more deserving of this throne. And I feel I'm not the one. Thank you very much.
I once defended you before the king. I did because I know how much you love this kingdom. I never know we shall be in this situation suddenly. Nnadozie, the son of Nnadozie Okeke, You are the next in the line of consideration. Come forward. It is the decision of the elders in council that you are crowned a king in Ugwema.
Where is that fool born the 19th day of October 1970?
Fidel, drop that gun.
Fidel, stop it. Stop it. The gun.
Fidel, please drop that gun. Drop it.
Nabuzi, can you see yourself as you stand there looking like an idiot? You took my wife away. I didn't say anything. And now you think you can take my crown away? Fidel, drop that gun.
We have to continue with what we are doing and forget about that son of perdition. He cannot stop us. Go on. Continue. Come.
Now that normalcy has returned, I hereby crown you a king in Goma.
Hey, I know your heart will surely find the rightful man to take us to the promised land. Who wears the cap to feed? He wears the crown. Who is the crown? Hey, Siva.